Hey there guitar players, I'm Anthony George from Cutting Edge Guitar, where I help guitar players that have got the basics down become very advanced guitarists. In today's lessons, I'm going to be talking to you about how to execute a hammer-on. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, first things first, I'd just like to ask you to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on for more lessons like this. This is the first lesson in an entirely new series of cutting edge rock guitar lessons that I'm going to be doing for you, where we talk about techniques, implementation and more. We're going to be drawing upon more styles such as blues and jazz to really take our guitar playing, our electric rock guitar playing, into a cutting edge direction. If you want to see more than just what I'm putting here, there is a members area at Cutting Edge Guitar where you can get access to even further content on this lesson. I'll talk about that more at the end, so stick around for that. Okay, the hammer-on. What I'm going to talk about is how to execute a hammer-on, why it's important, and then I'm going to give you some exercises that you can do to practice this concept, okay? A hammer-on is an incredibly important guitar technique, and as an electric guitar player, 70% of the time or more when you're playing lead, you're going to be using hammer-ons to execute your ideas. So let's imagine that we've played a note at the 5th fret on our D string, and you're going to play that in the conventional way. You're going to play that with your plectrum or your pick. The next note that you might want to hear, so this is a G, the next note that you might want to hear might be the A, which is at the 7th fret on the D string. Now how you execute that with a hammer-on, effectively what you're going to do, this finger is going to hit the string, okay? So we're going to produce the A note without re-picking the D string. So you pick the D string to get the G note ringing, and then this finger effectively is going to hit really hard down onto the string to produce the note. Now when you think about the name of this technique, it is called a hammer-on. So imagine when you're banging a nail into a wall or into the floor or something like that, you don't give it a little tap. What you need to do is give it a good whack, otherwise the nail's not going to go into the wood or whatever it is that you're whacking into, okay? So the hammer-on is the same on the guitar. If you just lightly touch the string, you get a really quiet note. What you need to do is give it a good bit of force. So once you give it a good hard whack, the note will ring out much clearer, okay? So that is how you execute a hammer-on. A couple of things around that you need to know that's really important. When you're playing this style, especially with a distorted rock guitar tone, it's quite common to get what we call extraneous string noise. So effectively hearing all of the other strings in the background. So when you whack the guitar, you'll hear all of this other noise because it's all based on vibration. So there's a couple of different things that you want to do to get rid of that annoying noise. First things first is about the placement of this finger. So if I'm playing the notes on the D string, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stub the tip of this finger up to the underside of my A string, and then I'm also going to lay this part of my finger across the G, B and high E strings so that they don't ring as well. So if I strum through, I've now kept all of those other notes quiet. So that's how you do that with the fretting hand. In terms of the lower notes that I can't keep quiet, which is effectively my E string, I'm going to keep that quiet by using parts of my right hand. So it's effectively this part, as if I'm doing a karate chop to the strings near the bridge end. So if I place that part of my hand, very similar to a palm mute that you'd use in rhythm guitar, if I place that on these strings, now when I strum through, the only string that I'm hearing is my D string. So if you set up your fretting and your picking hand like that when you execute your hammer-on, you should get a nice clean sound. Now a brilliant exercise for practicing this is to work on just doing your hammer-on across two strings, okay? So if I do that on my D string, and then move immediately to my G string and do the same thing again, exactly the same technique, same muting, it comes out like so. And then what I would practice is doing them back and forward like this. try and build up some speed. So there we go, guitar players. That's how you execute a hammer-on, and that is a really good exercise for practicing them. That's all for this lesson here on YouTube, guys. If you want to see more explanation about this concept in HT video format and get Guitar Pro, PDF, audio downloads and more, check out the links below, where you can become a member at Cutting Edge Guitar and get way more access to these kinds of lessons and all of my advanced tuition products. It's support from people like you over at the Cutting Edge Guitar platform that will allow me to keep making lessons like this for YouTube and more. If you want to see more lessons like this, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another lesson sometime soon.